Be Here Now era. Are you ready for it? Let's do this. Welcome back to the Every Single Oasis Single series on the Girls Like Rock 2 podcast. My name is Sarah. This is my sister Katie.
Hello.
This year we are going through all Oasis singles, keeping the Oasis vibes alive for 2026. We're going in chronological order. So we've done Definitely Maybe, Whatever, What's the Story, Morning Glory, and we are now on to Be Here Now.
Does everyone remember that iconic CD?
Iconic, Katie. There, we've said the word iconic already.
Yes. I'll place this bad boy right back here.
It deserves that.
There we go. Hopefully I didn't scratch it for you, Sarah.
I know.
Might skip on your Discman.
Yeah, that's right, eh? So this episode is Do You Know What I Mean? A big one, especially for us millennials, because I remember when this came out, I was like 11 and I just thought it was the coolest song and the coolest music video, which we will get into.
Definitely.
If you've tuned in before to the series, you know that we start off with tidbits of the single. Usually I take the lead on the tidbits, but for this one, Katie has taken the lead on the Do You Know What I Mean tidbits.
I'm a bit nervous.
I'm super curious what tidbits you've chosen for today's single.
I have big shoes to fill because if any of you have been following along with our series, Sarah always has the best tidbits.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, let's do it.
I was very excited to take the reins for this episode because if anybody watched last year, Sarah and I posted an episode on our favorite Oasis albums.
Right. Yeah.
Be Here Now, Katie's favorite Oasis album.
That is your favorite Oasis album. So this is like super special for you.
Very special for me. Very special. I had all the feels when I was looking up the tidbits.
Ooh, Be Here Now vibes on the
Be Here
Girls
Now
Like
vibes.
Rock, Rock 2 podcast.
Okay, Sarah, you ready?
I am so ready.
Do You Know What I Mean? Do You Know What I Mean was released on July 7th, 1997.
Ooh, yeah, summertime.
This is the first single off of Oasis's third studio album, Be Here Now, which was released the following month, August 21st, 1997 in the UK, August 26th, 1997 here in Canada.
Okay.
This song, Sarah, was the third Oasis single to reach number one on the UK singles charts.
Oh, so it went to number one.
Went to number one.
Nice.
In the UK alone, it sold 162,000 copies on its first day,
That's insane.
ending up to sell 370,000 copies by the end of the first week.
I mean, you gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh.
Oh, jeez.
Sarah, it was the 12th best-selling single in 1997 in the UK.
Okay.
Just for fun, can you guess what the number one single in the UK was for 1997?
1997. Was it a Spice Girls?
Oh, you're good. Which one?
1997. Stay You'll Be There.
Which one?
Oh, To Become One? Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Oh, yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
That was big. Okay. Okay. That...
Didn't understand what that song meant when I was a child.
No,
but
me neither.
Now, after all these years.
Do you know now, Katie?
Now I could understand why
Now you
in
get
grade
it?
6, my friend's mom came downstairs when the song came on, was like, nope, and turned it off.
Oh, really?
And I had no idea. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing, though. When you're a kid, you don't know,
No.
right? That's a good song. Okay.
Okay. Sarah, you've mentioned with all the past Oasis singles that to celebrate Oasis's reunion in 2024, Rolling Stone came out with their top 40 Oasis songs.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean reached on that list?
I did take a quick look at it. It would probably make. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna go with 15.
Oh, you're good. Almost 13.
Oh, 13. Okay.
13.
Okay.
Sarah, I think Rolling Stone, they just did a great way of explaining this single that I'm just going to quote what they wrote.
Nice. Do it.
Quote, such was the cockiness of the Gallaghers coming off the mega success of What's the Story, Morning Glory, that they chose a nearly 8-minute song with backward vocals, loads of feedback, and the sound of someone spitting as the first radio single from 1997's Be Here Now. And no one stopped them, unquote.
That's awesome.
I was like, I gotta repeat that. They were brilliant. Whoever wrote that, just like on the spot. So yes, Sarah, clocking in at 7 minutes and 22 seconds. This was, so far in their career, Oasis's longest running single until they released
All Around the World?
All Around the World. That would
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, that one clocked in at 9 minutes and 38 seconds. For all you Oasis like hardcore addicts out there, I got these song lengths from the Wikipedia page. So I know there's like a few that drift here and there, but I say 7 minutes and 22 seconds because that is what the Wikipedia page lists as the single length. So there is Morse code at the beginning of the song. And I looked up, and it's funny. You look up, do you know what I mean, Morse code, you get a bunch of like Reddit feeds. You get blogs from back in the day being like, what does this mean? So the general consensus seems to be that it says bugger all.
Oh, okay.
Some people also said that it says pork pies and strawberry fields forever.
Oh, okay. I can
The
see
last one making sense as an ode to the Beatles, one of Noel's favorite bands. Apparently, Noel said that the Morse code was inspired by Strawberry Fields and that it is supposed to be bugger all, and it goes along with the line, don't look back because you know what you might see.
Oh, okay. Wow. Very cool.
There you have it, guys.
Yeah.
I came across a clip on Noel Gallagher talking about this song.
Ooh, nice. I love those.
Yeah. I don't know when it was from. It popped up on a Reddit feed.
Okay.
I think someone wrote it was from 2016.
Okay.
So he's talking on this clip, and it's funny, Sarah. I should post it or send it to you. He's talking about playing, do you know what I mean, for radio execs. So he said they get in a room. He's like, there's people from all over the world, all these high profile radio people. So he mentioned that a radio plugger put a stopwatch on, and he said this song starts and it just keeps going and going and going. And I never really thought of this, Sarah, but it actually takes a minute and a half before a music note is played.
Oh, wow. A whole minute and a half.
Yeah. And it takes over a minute until Liam starts singing. And
yeah.
Noel's funny because he's just like, oh, there's an airplane. And he said a seagull. I don't know if he's being like that there seriously was a seagull or is just a sound like a seagull.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's just laughing. But it was a nice clip because it was just kind of, I hate to say the word cute because that looks like I'm downplaying Noel Gallagher. But
Noel Gallagher is cute, though.
He is cute.
He's such a cutie.
And it's just kind of cute because he's just laughing about it. And he does make a point to mention that he looks back and he thinks maybe he should have edited and maybe tapered down the songs a little bit. But then what's funny is at the end, he's just like, it was just an effing great time to be in the band.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So he's like, it's kind of like, did he do anything wrong at all? Maybe not. So when I listen to this song on YouTube, Sarah, I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes this is why I think this clip that I found on Reddit is probably from 2016, because sometimes it's called a Noel Gallagher 2016 Rethink Edition.
Yes, I have listened to that one.
Yeah. So in this edition, I noticed, so personally, I don't like it. I'm curious what all of you out there think.
Okay.
I find the strings too loud and it makes it sound less like a rock and roll song.
Yes, I do.
And more like a Coldplay type song.
Ooh. Okay.
Not to
I do
dig it,
remember. Yeah, no, I see what you, the original is like, real rocky edge.
Yeah, you can't,
You can't beat the orig.
It's just, you can't beat the orig.
Yeah.
So I'm not a huge fan of it, but apparently Noel, he was going to rethink the entire Be Here Now album.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
okay.
he got bored after, do you know what I mean, and just didn't do it. So
After 7 minutes, he's like, you know what? I'm good.
I don't really think that's necessarily a bad thing because
leave it.
Well, it's my favorite Oasis album. I just love it the way it is, including Do You Know What I Mean? Yeah. I don't care that it's a minute and a half before a music note's played. I don't mind the Morse code, the spit. I soak it all in. So when researching for this song, for this episode, I came across an Oasis fan site called stopcryingyourheartout.co.uk.
Nice.
They included this little snippet of an interview from Noel Gallagher where he talks about this song. I apologize, the site doesn't mention what publication this is from or what year, but I just thought I had to repeat this one too. I thought it was a charming quote from Noel Gallagher.
Ooh.
It's always interesting to see what Noel has to say about his songs.
Oh my gosh, I love a charming Noel Gallagher quote. Go for it.
We've learned this as we've been going through every single Noel Gallagher quote. I was going to make up some profound statement in the chorus, but I couldn't come up with anything that fitted. Then I just thought, all my people right here, right now, do you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Very vague, very ambiguous, that'll do. Look in the mirror and wink while you're singing it, and it's quite saucy. And I effing love that line. Coming in a mess, going out in style. We were a bunch of scruffs from Manchester, and we're going out in a Rolls Royce.
That's awesome.
I liked that. Oh,
Saucy, NG. I love it.
Saucy. Say it in the mirror, Sarah, after your shower and wink.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, Sarah, let's go on. So those are my tidbits.
Awesome tidbits, Katie.
Thank you, Sarah. I quite enjoyed finding out all this information. Let's go to the EP.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Sarah, do you remember the cover of the EP?
Yes.
Seeing it just, I know I've already said it, but it gives me all the feels. I am just transported back to the summer of 1997, our brother going probably to HMV or Sunrise to pick up this record. And if you don't remember, everyone, it's the band in a crowd of people, but the band is looking right at you at the camera. Noel or Liam. Liam's got that cool parka on.
Oh my God, yeah.
All five of them look really cool.
Yes.
Alan White, Noel, Gwigski, Bonehead,
Yep.
they're all looking great. The crowd, though, is looking up.
Oh, I never thought about that, Katie.
And I have to give a shout out, Sarah, to another YouTuber who does a lot of Oasis content, Nick Chino.
Oh, yeah.
So he does a clip on Do You Know What I Mean? Check it out if you haven't already. A year ago, he did it. And he shows the back of the single, and it's a man. He looks like a man. I don't know if he's just having an episode or what, but he's out the window. Like kind of just, I don't know if he's screaming or yelling.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's what the crowd is looking at. And I got to give Nick Chino a shout out because I forgot about the back. But as soon as he flips and shows it, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that.
I remember that now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of like it's on the side a little bit on
Yes.
the back cover. Like he's on the
like,
side.
and then the song's titles are on the bottom.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I was like, I forgot that that's what the crowd is looking at.
I forgot they were looking up, but you're right.
Yeah.
Oasis are looking at
It's
at
just so
you,
yeah.
kind
Oasis
of,
is
right?
looking at you, and the crowd's all looking up.
So cool.
And again, this cover, like a lot of their other covers, maybe even every single cover, is done by the Dream Team, Brian Cannon of Microdot and Michael Spencer Jones.
What a dream team. Yes. Yeah, they did like most of, I think, definitely Mapes and Morning Glory.
Yeah. So they
They
did
do it again, eh? Oh, magic, those two. Just magic.
Oh, they're just like, I think if I had like a huge basement or spot, a lounge area, it'd be so cool to put all these covers in frames
Yes.
because
Oh,
they're all so cool.
they are cool. So well done.
Oh, so well done. So the photograph, it was taken in front of what's called the Blind Steps. And this is a staircase in, I apologize if I butchered the name of this, Wigan. And it's called the Blind Steps because they run past the Blind Workshop. And this can actually be seen to the left of the shot.
Oh, cool.
And the steps can still be found on Darlington Street. So if we ever visit this area, Sarah,
Yeah. Well, when we do our Oasis tour of the UK,
are you
we
Oasis
have
tour of the UK?
so
Oh,
many hot spots.
yes. And
Stay
one of
tuned.
us has to get a parka and sunglasses.
Oh my God, definitely.
I
I'm
will
sure
have-
people do it.
We'll have to ask some randos to just look up. Can you just look up and then we're going to look forward?
That's right.
So, but yeah, we've
Mm.
often commented the singles. We've mentioned that our brother bought all these singles, and I'm sad that Sarah, we didn't keep them.
I know, me too.
And they just bring me back.
Oh, don't they? That cover.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah.
like, yeah, just a roll of like nostalgia. Looking
Roll
at
of
that
nostalgia.
cover. Oh,
And it is a cool
so
cover. It's
It is. It
yeah.
is.
just
Like a timeless cover, that one.
timeless. Timeless. So the EP, Sarah. So we've discussed the cover. Now let's discuss the track list.
Ooh.
Number
love it.
1, do you know what I mean? Number 2, Stay Young.
Stay Young. That was on the master plan.
Yep, made it to the master plan.
Yeah.
What's funny is apparently Noel Gallagher never really liked this song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good song.
Yeah, but obviously fans like it. It's on the master plan.
Yes.
It is a good song.
It is.
And
it is.
originally, it was actually supposed to be on Be Here Now.
Oh, really?
And it was
Okay.
supposed to be the kind of light, fun song.
Yes.
Like how Dixie's Diner's on Definitely Maybe and She's Electric is on What's the Story, Morning Glory.
Yeah.
And Noel decided against it and put Magic Pie on instead.
Interesting.
Which is funny
choice,
because
Noel.
Magic Pie, I believe you said, Sarah, it's like one of the most hated Oasis songs by fans.
Yeah, when you go down like the rabbit hole of Reddits and stuff, I
Yeah.
actually don't mind Magic Pie.
Oh, I love Magic Pie.
Yeah.
And I don't care that that one runs a long time too. And I
does.
really don't
It just
care. I
keeps
enjoy the whole
going.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At the end, that's so. But that's an interesting choice to take off "Stay Young" and put Magic Pie on.
I know. It makes you wonder where on the track list would they have put it on Be Here Now?
"Stay Young." Well, it's you mentioned Dixie's Diner and
She's Electric.
She's Electric. I see "Stay Young" kind of near the end, maybe where the song "Be Here Now" is, kind of around there.
Yeah.
Kind of at the end.
Yeah.
I can't see it after "My Big Mouth."
No.
Before "Stand By
I just,
Me."
I just think it's. I think that album's so perfect that I just can't imagine it.
Where would it
And
be?
for me, the fun energy song is "It's Getting Better, Man."
Oh, it's getting better, man. Oh my
You know,
God,
I don't know.
such a
So
great
I'm like,
song.
did Stay Young need to be on Be Here Now? I don't think Noel made a bad decision personally.
Yeah, that's true. Be Here Now. It has a great flow.
It does.
We did talk about
Yeah.
that. I mean, you could put "Stay Young" before "It's Getting Better, Man."
Ah, that's too much. That's
Yeah,
too
it's
much.
Too much.
Yeah, no.
Too much. Okay,
no.
we'll keep it as a B-side. It's fine.
It's a great B-side though.
It is. Oh yeah.
And after Stay Young, we have Angel Child.
Angel Child, I haven't listened to that in forever, and I listened to this EP last night for today's episode, and
Yeah.
I got the feels.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, classic NG
Yeah.
with his acoustic guitar.
Angel Child is often, I find, overlooked because everybody focuses on the Noel Gallagher acoustic gems of Half the World Away, Talk Tonight.
I mean, there's just so many Noel Gallagher acoustic gems.
There
right?
are.
Like
There
an Angel
are.
Child is one of them. It's a bit of raw though.
Well, this was
Angel
a demo.
Child.
So
Okay, because I was gonna say this sounds demo-y.
this was a demo. So
Okay.
you can tell.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that he chose to put a demo. But it's
Yeah.
also like at this point, they're the biggest band in the world. So
They could kind of do anything at this
like
point.
Rolling Stone said, nobody stopped them.
That's
They
right.
could do anything.
The label was just like, just go with it, right?
Have at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never really thought much of it as a young child when I listened to it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I looked up what does the song mean, and it says that it's generally interpreted as a somber, introspective tune about self-discovery.
I love Noel Gallagher's self-discovery songs. As you
Yeah.
know, that I have a lyric from Angel Child. When you find out who you are, you know you'll be free to see your own ability.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Noel, you're just always there. When
Yeah.
we need him, eh?
No, I
Such a good song.
I always like that song, and then I listened to it again as well, just researching for this episode, and it just brought me back and in a
Yeah.
good way, and
Yeah.
I'll definitely keep that on my YouTube playlist.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the raw appeal of it.
Yeah,
Hey?
I don't mind that it's a demo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so
Like,
good.
yeah, could they have tweaked it a bit? I guess maybe, but I just like it as it is.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
We don't mess with the "Do you know what I mean" single, right, Katie? Come on.
no, perfect as is, Noel, as per usual.
is. Yeah.
And then the last one, throw in a cover, David Bowie's Hero.
It's good. I mean, it's a well done cover.
It is a well done cover,
And it's Noel singing, right?
it's Noel singing, and I just like it. I find Noel. I like how he doesn't yell, but he has a lot of passion when he yells it
Yeah.
or sings it. Sorry,
I like how you say it. It's passionate how he
Yeah.
sings it. Yeah. Yeah.
because this is around the same time that the Wallflowers came out with a version of Heroes. It was for the Godzilla movie, I think, the late '90s.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and no, Nick Chino, I'm not copying you. I thought of that before I watched your episode. Do you know what I mean? Just letting you know. And I didn't like their version at all. Jacob Dylan did a much quieter version, whereas Noel is like just yelling it out.
Yeah.
We could be heroes.
Yeah, he's just like yelling it out in the studio,
Yeah.
and it like kind of reverberates into
Yeah.
the song, and you really like feel it.
Yeah.
Like David Bowie is David
Bowie,
but I think
of the greats.
Yeah, so he represents this. It's a great song, and
Yeah.
he sings it so well.
Yeah.
He does a very respectful job of it in his
does.
own Oasis-y Noel Gallagher way.
He turns it, he gives it the Oasis vibe, but he
Yes.
does, I think he does the song justice, personally.
Justice, thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah. So that was the EP.
Woo. Love it.
Now, Sarah, the video.
Oh my God. This video, I just remember I'm like 11, okay, when this comes out. And
Yeah.
that scene at the beginning when they're getting out of the helicopter in slow motion,
And Liam's mic goes into focus.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy F.
Yeah.
Right? All of us millennials are like, what is
No,
this?
it was a really well done video.
Oh
and
my God.
watching it again in 2016, so almost 30 years later, it's timeless. Like it looks like it could have come out now.
Well, we'll talk about it a bit more. Yeah, it's very fitting for the time we live in now, actually.
It's fitting for the time we live in now, for sure. And even just I just also mean like the production and
Yeah.
the outfits. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch 1997 videos and you're like, oh my goodness, like this is so 1997. I find this one, they could have come out with it
Yeah.
today and it still would have been relevant and look good. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're totally right. And when because they're all there playing and they
Yeah.
all look absolutely fantastic.
They do.
And like you said, their outfits.
Yeah, their jackets, the Gallagher brothers and their jackets. No, they can wear a jacket well.
Can't they?
They
Oh my
can.
gosh. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
they look
that-
so good.
That zipped up green, army green jacket
Oh my
that
God.
Liam's wearing in the video. I'm sure like a bunch of 15-year-old boys ran out and bought this jacket.
Oh yeah.
Like
Some of you
knockoffs.
probably still have it.
You probably still have that jacket hanging in your closet.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And Noel's wearing like a dark navy.
Yeah.
And they have it zipped up. I just can't get enough.
No,
as you
it's
know.
a very good video. And
It
what's
is.
interesting too, when I looked it up, they used helicopters from the British military.
They're actually from the military.
Yes, they're actually from the military, and there were actually only 2 helicopters used. But
Oh.
but the directors and producers did such a good job of editing and using split screen that you felt like there was 20 helicopters around.
Yeah. I was thinking about that in my older age at 11. I'm just like, oh my God, it's Oasis. But
Yeah.
watching it now, and I watched it last night for today's episode, it's kind of like they're using these helicopters, but they're taking it back for themselves because
Yeah.
Oasis arrive in the helicopters and all the young people arrive
Yeah.
in the helicopters. So this like, I don't know, government funded kind of military.
Yeah.
They're like, we're taking this back for the young people.
Yeah.
Like power to the people almost.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, because the kids come out of the helicopter and it almost looks like they're coming together for like a protest.
Yeah.
And Oasis are there performing, supporting this protest.
Yeah.
And then Oasis leave in the helicopter. So like you said, Noel's like, oh, we're just like these 5 average guys from up north, scruffs from up north. But so we're here, we're taking this back for the young people in the, who are clearly not in the military, right? Like,
Yeah, I think that's why it
I just
spoke.
don't, I'm like, this is kind of badass,
I
actually.
know. I think that's why it spoke so much to us younger people when we watched it. It's just a
Yeah.
cool video that makes it feel like the young people are seen.
The young people are seen. And I always remember that as a young person watching this, there are a lot of scenes of the young people sitting there and just like watching Oasis and coming all together.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
No, it
I don't
was
know.
cool.
Yeah.
And I love at the end, I think it's Liam who he like mouths, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right at the end. And
Yeah.
Noel's like looking out and Liam's beside him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, he does like the peace
I think he
sign
does
or
the peace
something.
sign, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
it's-
great video.
It is.
If you haven't watched it in a while, we recommend
Ooh, yeah.
take a trip down memory lane.
Definitely.
And put it on. Yeah.
Because I think these are the 3 best Oasis videos: Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, and Do You Know What I
Yeah.
Mean? Like
Yeah.
these are the 3 big ones.
Yes. And before Sarah and I just do a little bit of a personal take on Do You Know What I Mean, we have to mention Do You Know What I Mean did make the set list for the reunion.
Oh yeah, it
Number
did.
13.
It did. 13, eh?
I like
Okay.
where they put it. So it was after Little by Little, and it was before Stand By Me. So I like that Noel did his nice little acoustic set, and then he's like, okay, let's get back at it with the Be Here Now era.
Oh, that's really well done because
Yep.
he does two little classic Noel Gallagher gems, builds up with Little by Little. Then Liam comes out and they're like, okay, Be Here freaking now.
Yeah.
I feel like, do you know what I mean? In the reunion tour, they were really giving a shout out to us millennials.
Oh,
Eh?
definitely.
Like, thank you, Oasis, for doing
Yeah.
that because do you know what I mean? Just was like such a cool song for us. And
It
like if you're a
was.
Gen Xer, you might be like, girl, it's supersonic. But for us millennials,
No, like,
it's do you know what I mean?
yeah, Do You Know What I Mean was just so cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah, I remember just being blown away. I remember, we had
I was blown
dial up internet and that like 1,000-pound monitor, and our brother just playing us a clip, and us be like, "Whoa!"
Exactly.
know?
No, yeah. And yeah, no, we totally were. Sorry, just- whoa.
Wow, we were.
We can't wait till we can hear the full 7-minute
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is what I think of, Sarah, when I think of Do You Know What I Mean?
Okay.
Among other things, but this is one of them.
Okay.
It's September 1997. Sarah's having her 12th birthday party.
Ooh.
To show you how cool Sarah is. Well, actually, no. I got Be Here Now on cassette for my birthday that year. So Sarah got on CDs. I was like, whoa.
Even cooler.
Yeah. So Sarah, at her friend's birthday, or her birthday party with her friends in 1997, she gets Blur,
Oh yeah, my favorite Blur album.
the favorite Blur album, and she gets Be Here Now. Our mom plans a game where you sit in a circle, you and your friends, and you pass the gift around, and when the song pauses, you open it.
Oh, okay.
And Sarah's like, oh, we got to put on Be Here Now for this game. Well, the first song is Do You Know What I Mean? And as we've mentioned, it's over a minute and a half before there's a music note.
okay.
And I just remember us passing this gift around, and like the friends who didn't really know Oasis were like, what is this?
Yeah, it's not much at the beginning.
No.
but it kind of builds up, so
And,
you
like,
just keep passing. The
I
gift
remember your
around.
friends kind of being like helicopter, like, what is this? Like, can we not just get to a song? But Sarah was just determined. And then I don't even think the music note started before the gift was opened.
Yeah, it just takes so freaking long.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so that's my Do You Know What I Mean story.
I think I got 2 Be Here Nows at that party.
You did. So you had to return one.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yep.
remember that. You're right. Good memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got my one tape.
You got your cassette.
I don't remember
Yeah.
which friend. Might have been Allison, but I remember one of my friends got me the tape.
Nice. So you didn't get like the nice, whoops.
No,
disc.
but I got the cool tape.
You got the cool
where you have
tape.
to flip it to get fading out.
So where does it end on the tape? Stand By Me, then you have to flip it?
Not Stand By Me. It ends at Girl in a Dirty Shirt. Then you flip it, and then it's fading out.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah.
So for you, it's like a break. So fading out is like
Is
the
like
second part.
yeah.
Okay.
The encore. No, maybe not the encore, but the break, the
I mean,
mid-show break.
I think fading out. Can you imagine halfway through the reunion tour they do fading out? Like that would have been so random.
I remember Sarah, someone commenting when I mentioned Fading Out, I would love for it to be played for the
that'd
reunion.
be
And
so
I remember
cool.
someone commented, like, there's no way that's ever going to happen. And
Yeah.
you were right. It didn't happen. But
Yeah.
a girl can dream.
Yeah, actually, super random, but have you ever seen that clip? It came up on my YouTube shorts of, I guess, I don't know if this is AI, but Noel's walking in an airport and some young person stops him and asks him, why didn't you play Gas Panic?
I haven't seen that.
And then Noel just kind of looks and is like, kind of shrugs and walks away.
You
And
think-
I'm like, you have 3 seconds with Noel Gallagher and you ask about Gas Panic? Just made me think like maybe you would be like, hey, why didn't you play Fading Out?
I could ask him if I ever meet you, Noel. I'll ask you, why didn't you play Fading Out?
And he can shrug his shoulders and be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate that Be Here Now, the album, gets knocked so much.
It
And
does.
I think it's unfortunate that Noel's kind of, okay. So from researching, and especially the fact that they played Do You Know What I Mean and Stand By Me on their reunion tour, I feel like Noel, maybe he's grown to appreciate it more.
Yeah, it's warmed up for him.
Yeah.
I was surprised they played 2 songs from Be Here Now, if I'm being honest. I didn't think maybe they would play. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't think they would play Stand By Me.
Yeah, and they do it together.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Yeah. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah. So there you have it, folks. That is Sarah and Katie's take on Do You Know What I Mean?
Katie, thanks. You got me excited for Do You Know What I Mean? That was
It's
awesome.
the passion I have for this album, Sarah.
Yeah, well, it's your favorite album.
It is my favorite Oasis album.
And it's such a great song.
It is a great song.
Thank you so much for listening. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about Do You Know What I Mean? Do you love it as much as we love it? Stay tuned. We got a couple more really great singles from Be Here Now.
Yes.
Katie and I post a new full episode every other Friday. The podcast is available on Spotify and YouTube.
And join us next time for our Every Single Oasis Single series, where we go to the second single from Be Here Now.
That's right. See you then.